Queen of Sauce every Sunday. Queen of Sauce will give you recipes for lots of different things. You get a rerun every Wednesday after the first week. Which has been, well, out of sync with the fucking game for a few updates now. I think it happened during the 1.4 update. Because prior to that, the reruns would be so. Every Sunday, you get a. Every Sunday you'd get a recipe, and if you missed it on the Sunday, you'd be able to watch the next Wednesday, and it'll rerun the previous Sunday's one. Now the reruns are all randomized, which is really annoying. Hi there. Good morning. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of your ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Learned how to craft a furnace. Furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. Bars can be used for crafting, construction and tool upgrades. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. Poor Clint. Destined to become obsolete. Four. Might add a couple more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is really annoying. But hey ho. Might. Let's see, what day is this festival, I think, is on? Yeah, I don't think the festival is on the 11th? Or was it 13th? Actually, no, I think it's on the 13th, because our dear wife's birthday is on the 14th. If I remember rightly, her birthday's the day after the Egg Festival. Same with Maru's birthday. Maru's birthday is on the 10th of summer, and the luau is the day after. This tends to happen quite often, where on rainy days you're more likely to find on rainy days in spring anyway, you're more likely to find the spring onions down here when it's raining than you do when it's not raining. And if you do find large amounts of them when it's not raining, it's usually the day after it's rained. At least that's what it tends to do with me anyway. Can't speak for everyone else because this game can be a bit random on times. Ah! You got anything decent? 800 for grape starter, are you for real? Iridium ore, my god. A grand is still too much. Cheese. A large egg. Pomegranate. Rare seed. Well, this is definitely trying to tempt me fucking for the bloody completionist, that's for sure. There's 3 items needed for the bundles. Right there. But nah, that's alright, I'll grow my own. I'm happy. I'm not bothered. I'll still get it complete in the first 2 years, so I'm not really bothered. To me it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever because I like to do it myself, for one. For two, what does it matter? Having it done in the first fucking year is only really an issue for people that want boasting rights. No. If you're a professional at this game as well and you want a challenge, then fair enough. But it is basically just boasting rights because as far as the game completion itself goes, you know, you've got 2 years before Grandpa's evaluation. So there's no fucking rush. As long as you get everything fucking that you need to do finished by the end of year 2, you're set. So I'm really, you know, it's easy enough. Even if you wait until year 2 for planting up the trees, the fruit trees, for completing the greenhouse bundles, this still doesn't matter because they take an entire season to grow, and by the time by the time you reach the autumn of the first year, you're usually well on the way to making a shit ton of money anyway, and able to afford to plant up the trees ready for the second year. So it's like the spring trees, just plant them up in autumn, they'll grow throughout the entire of winter and be ready for the spring. And you've got bloody, you know, just plant them all up in the autumn and you're set. Keeping one of them, I go keep one of them for what's it called? For the autumn festival. Say the autumn fair. When you get to in the autumn, when the autumn fair comes around, you've got the option of setting up a stall as part of the competition. Now that, if you want to win that competition, what you're gonna have to do is represent your skills. So it's like, for example, farming, mining, foraging, fishing. The best ones, if you want to win the autumn's fair, what the best thing to do is represent fishing, foraging and farming. So if you get your animals as soon as possible and get them to start producing, you know, get a good relationship on them, and once they start producing iridium star items, which doesn't take that long if you've managed to get them by the end of summer. You'll have them ready for autumn. Say, if you've got chickens by the end of them, get an iridium star egg for farming. If you've managed to also get cows by then and managed to get an iridium star milk, awesome. But otherwise, just stick with the coop animals. Just upgrade one coop in the summer, all the way up to the maximum, to unlock all the different animals and get at least one of each type. And once they've produced an iridium star egg, or in the bunny's case, wool, as soon as you've got an iridium star item, keep it aside for the fair. Having 3 items representing farming, 3 items representing foraging, and 3 representing fishing will win you the competition. Even if they're not all iridium star, getting 3 iridium star fish, say, and, you know, 3 gold star foraging, and a mixture of gold star and iridium star quality farming items will win you the competition easily. You need at least 90, I think it's 90 points to win the competition and beat Pierre. As long as you've got 3 iridium star fish and the rest of everything else is gold quality, you've won the competition. Mayor Lewis's birthday today. I was hoping that there'd be another daffodil about. Leeks are George's favourite, so if you want to actually get a good relationship on the go with George, leeks is the way to go. Take those over to the community centre. Okay. I think I might. I've got 5 days, I think. I'll check the bloody calendar now. Yeah, it's on 13, the Egg Festival. Thought so. Quartz. Evelyn wants quartz. Evelyn also wanted an anchovy. Oh, you brought me the item I asked for. It looks perfect. Here's a little something for your trouble. When I woke up, I heard dripping from somewhere. I think the roof might be leaking. In the old days, George would have scampered right up and fixed it. It's awful cold, isn't it? What a rotten day. This is not good weather for sports. Oh well, I can always lift weights instead. Lift weights inside. Yeah, you can. Oh, yum. Despite being someone's leftovers, that will come in handy. Because you can use it for cooking, even if you don't use it for eating. I'm still debating, because I would like to try to get up to 4-heart relationship with Hayley before the end of before the flower dance, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, considering the fucking fact that it's taken so long for the daffodils to actually appear. You need to talk to her every single day and give her 2 gifts a week, all leading up to the flower dance, if you want to get a 4-heart relationship with her before the flower dance starts. It's possible to do it with Sam as well, but Sam's expensive because you'll have to buy pizzas from Gus to get on good terms with him. But the plus side is, as far as Sam goes, even though with Hayley the daffodils are only liked gifts and not her favourite gifts. Their favourite gifts will give them a higher relationship gain. Liked gifts will only give them a good relationship gain. So if you give them a for example, if you give them a liked gift on their birthday, you'll only get a 1-heart increase in relationship with them. If you give them a loved gift on their birthday, you're likely to get about a 3-heart relationship gain with them, depending on how much you've talked to them in between. So if I give this daffodil to Mayor Lewis now, I'll get up to a 1-heart relationship with him. The quality of the item you give them also affects your relationship gain. So if you give them a gold star quality item or an iridium star quality item on their birthday, you'll get a massive relationship gain with them, to the point where, like I said, you'll get about 3-heart relationship gain with them from giving them an item they love on their birthday of a high quality. So if I give Mayor Lewis this daffodil now, I'll probably go up to about 1 heart with him. Completing quests for them as well will also improve your relationship. So if I went and found some quartz now for Evelyn, I'd get a relationship boost with her for completing this quest. Now, you won't get as much of a relationship game for completing quests for them as you would for giving them gifts, but it still helps. So I think I might keep that for later. For 2 reasons, because one, aside from the festival, there's also the case of the fish ponds. Now, one of the fish ponds that I will be building on this farm will require a sardine to actually upgrade it. Like, I tend to make fish ponds for... squid. For the squid ink. Or nightmare squid. I do them as well instead of normal squid sometimes. Midnight squid, not nightmare squid. What the fuck am I thinking of? Excuse my language, but hey. Blobfish. Sometimes I do rainbow fish as well, which you can catch in the summer. And sturgeon. Now the sturgeon will give you the option of making caviar. The rainbow fish will just do normal roe. Normal aged roe when you stick them in a when you stick their roe in a preserver's jar. You stick sturgeon roe in a preserver's jar and it'll produce caviar. But the rainbow fish also have a chance. It's only a low chance, but it's still a chance of producing prismatic shards. So they are handy to have on your farm. The squid will produce squid ink for you, which you're going to need for crafting. It's definitely the easiest way to get hold of it, rather than hoping that you get it as a random drop in the mines. And then blobfish, one of the best ones for producing roe on the game. So it's like their roe sells for a lot when you stick them in the preserver's jar. Now, since the 1.6 update, you're also able to put the legendary fish in a pond and have them produce roe for you, which can make you a ton of money. Especially from Legend. The best producers for legendary fish roe are Legend himself and the crimson fish, which you catch in the summertime. I'm still debating about whether or not I want to give this to Lewis or keep it for Haley. Because it's not hard to get a good relationship with Lewis. In fact, it's not hard to get a good relationship with most of the townspeople, but in the first year, you should focus on getting a good relationship with the person that you plan on marrying. Because one of the things that Grandpa will evaluate you on when the Grandpa's evaluation comes around is whether or not you've been married. So you'll get evaluated for Grandpa's evaluation. If you want to actually unlock the Statue of Perfection and get all 4 lights lit on Grandpa's shrine, you'll need to have gotten married, have at least 1 kid, Upgrade your house. You know, upgrade your house up to the maximum, not including the basement upgrade. So, the standard house upgrades, you need to get the house upgraded to at least level 3, is it? Or level 4. Can't remember which one. I think it's 3. Because you need to have upgraded the kitchen so that you could get married. Upgrade the bedroom area so that you can, you know, start adding the expansions. So once you get the bedroom area done, you've upgraded your house enough to satisfy Grandpa. Whether or not you've completed the community centre in the first 2 years is also... Grandpa will evaluate you on that. He'll evaluate you on how many of the townspeople you've got a good relationship with. So, if you've got at least 5 hearts with about 10 people, you've done enough to make Grandpa happy, which isn't hard as long as you attend the festivals. So if you make sure you keep back a gold star a gold star cauliflower for the luau in the summer. If you grow a gold star cauliflower in the spring, keep it for the luau in the summer, and you will get a decent bloody 1 heart bloody relationship boost with everybody. The luau is the most important festival out of all the festivals in Stardew Valley, because that festival will give you a good boost to your relationship with the townspeople if you actually get the best outcome by putting a gold star cauliflower in the soup. So the festivals are very important when it comes to building relationship with the townspeople, because the festivals, if you've spoken to a character before you attend a festival, you'll get a double relationship game with them that day for speaking to them twice. And with the luau, you not only get that relationship game for speaking to them twice in the same day, you also get a relationship game for putting a quality product like the cauliflower in the soup. So you get 3 relationship games in one day on the day of the luau. If you spoke to them before attending, spoke to them after attending, and put a gold star cauliflower in the soup. The luau is the most important festival of the year when it comes to befriending the townspeople. So you'll also get evaluated on... things like donating to the museum, how many fish you've caught. You only need to score about 12 points or so out of all the options. You can find a complete list of the items of the stuff you need to do to do well on Grandpa's evaluation on the Stardew Valley wiki. Just go onto the wiki, look up Grandpa, and there's a list of all the stuff that will please him on in his evaluation on his wiki page. But the biggest contributors to his evaluation are definitely whether or not you've gotten married and whether or not you've completed the community centre. Having a good relationship with your pets as well also your pets and your farm animals also contributes to Grandpa's evaluation. But the main point that for doing well in his evaluation are going to come from your marriage, you getting married and you completing the community centre. Those two are going to be the biggest contributors. The rest is just personal preference. Oh shit, it's getting late. Yes, I'm keeping this daffodil for Haley's birthday, assuming I don't find another gold star one before then. We'll take that over to the community centre tomorrow. I also want to... I'm also going to take those over to Clint. Oh, I also want to take that over to the community centre as well. Double check, Queen of Swords.